everything you can to support organic, wild, and biodynamic farming because it is so important for us. And grow your own. You can grow your own.
It's about time you demanded your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews be allowed to survive on this earth without having to be slaves to corporations. It's about time you stood up.
Okay, we're here with Staci. I'm so excited I got a chance to sit down, so thank you.
It's a long day on the cement.
It definitely is. So how long have you known about GMOs?
Probably around 13, 14 years old.
Oh, wow. Well, you don't look that old now, but
No.
still a little bit of time.
It's I'm 26 now, so it's been a little while. I was actually fortunate to go to a school that was an alternative learning program, so our subject matters a lot of times were things going on in the world. And Monsanto was a whole session where we learned about genetically engineered food and what Monsanto was doing to agriculture. It's definitely progressed a lot since then, and when something like Food Inc. came out a few years ago, it was, I think, a stepping stone to educate people. For me, when I watched Food Inc., it was like, I already know all this information, but at least it's something that the public can digest and take in, and then it's just started educating people. And then other food documentaries started coming out, and now it's becoming part of actual conversations.
GMOs are kind of new to me. I've only known about them for the last 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, even the word organic a few years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it just wasn't something that people really even considered or talked about. So, first you really start talking about organic, what does that mean? And then also, okay, so there's organic and then there's GMO, and what is GMO? How does it affect us? How does it affect our earth? How does it affect our society? Some people are like, well, there's no conclusive evidence that it's harmful, which I disagree with, but you have the right to that opinion. But regardless of that, to see what it's done on a humane level, or what it's done to people, what it's done to the earth, you can't ignore those things and how it's just really destroying a lot of aspects of our society.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And the fact that we actually have to separate our food, organic versus, conventionally grown.
Food. You should be able to go to the grocery store and think, I am putting something in my body that is good for me, that is supposed to fuel me, and not to be. I go to the grocery store now, and it's just disheartening. There was a time where I would eat an apple, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm doing something good for myself. But now I eat an apple, I'm like, how long has this been in store?
You totally question it.
How long has, what was it sprayed with? What was the nutrients in the soil? This is a shell of what an apple could be. It's just pretty much water and fiber and pesticides, so.
And I read so many labels to just buy a box of cereal. It takes me 20 minutes.
I've given up on the cereal thing recently. I'm like, maybe I should start making my own cereal. I'm like, do I really need cereal?
There you go.
Yeah, I really started going to making everything from scratch.
I'm going to have to learn how to cook. Is that what you're telling me?
That, grow your own food, cook, or at least involve, with your roommates or your family. Even if it's not your thing, I think food is, really one of the basic elements of society, and that's how we connect, that's how we come together. We come over food, and so when you have a company that is destroying the food system and taking away everything that is good about it, and monocrops and patenting food, how that ever even came into play, having a right to nature is it's absurd.
It is. Well, thank you for talking to us. And have a great day here. It's been amazing.
I love it. The community coming together and voicing their opinion on something like this, it's just a really beautiful thing.
This is unbelievable. I love it.